everybody, to episode 127 of the Destiny Digest podcast. My name's Dan Finity, and I'll be your host this evening. Tonight we have Tiddly. Welcome back.
Hello.
Welcome back. It's been a while, but glad to have you, buddy. Epic Dan, how are you, buddy?
Hello.
Hey.
I am well.
Good to have you. I believe I saw a bonafide hero in chat, and Sammy Cat is out on assignment right now. We have a few things to talk about, not so much in the Destiny world, but mostly in the Marathon world.
Correct.
But before we get into that, let's do some housekeeping, shall we? You can join us live every Sunday night around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time and 6:30 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Destiny Digest. You can ask questions live here in chat. That helps us keep the conversation going. Episodes go live the next day on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Pocket Casts, or wherever you get your podcasts. And you can help others find the show by rating and reviewing the show on your podcast platform of choice. Anything you say helps us in the algorithm. Like literally anything. You could say, I really like pizza in the comments, and guess what? That helps. Okay. So, what have you guys been up to this week? Tiddly, you've been on vacation. I know that a lot. That much.
We were in Hawaii last week, so I've missed 2 weeks of podcasts because of that. But I came back, we picked up back on Sunday. I know you guys talked about Game to Give.
Yes, we had the Bungie Foundation on last week.
I'm so sad I missed it. It sounds like it was amazing. I did my Game to Give this week. And it actually, I think I did it Tuesday right after I came back, and it went really, really well. Too well, because I not only from my previous fundraiser that I do for the animal shelter, I had to delete my entire vault, my Destiny vault, but I also raised enough money in my Game to Give that I have to play Hunter for the entire month, and I'm a Titan main. So this week we did Game to Give. I did played some Destiny. I finally got my pink lightsaber. I'm so excited about it because I've been farming for my pink crystal, and I actually got it during Game to Give in my first run, and then we did dungeons after that, which was really nice. Because I was going to just run pink crystal farming. So anyway, that was good. The good news is I got my pink crystal. The bad news is that I have to run a Hunter for a month, and I'm a Titan main. So on Thursday, we got my Hunter set up, and I'm running... Oh, I can't even remember the exotic. Hold on, I'm going to look it up. But I'm running
Lucky
Arc.
Pants?
It's not Lucky Pants. It's not Lucky Pants. I will tell you what it is. No. It is basically a Titan punch build. Sorry, a Hunter punch build. Like my friend who helped me set it up, he's like, I want you to feel like you're a Titan on a Hunter. I'm running Gifted Conviction.
Conviction.
Yeah, Gifted Conviction. And I had so much fun, and I felt so guilty that I had so much fun playing Hunter because it was a blast.
That's how you convert her.
No, I was just punching everything, and then they all died, and it was so great, and I was cackling and having a great time. So I loved it. I know I'm going to be playing some more Destiny this week, but I also made the unfortunate mistake of playing Cult of the Lamb on Friday. I never played it the first time through. I watched a bunch of my friends play it and joined people's cults and like loved watching people play it. And my sister played it and everything like that. But man, I never played it, and I am addicted. I stream Monday through Friday, and I have streamed Friday, Saturday, and today just because I'm having so much fun playing Cult of the Lamb, and I'm going to be playing it tomorrow too. I am going to play it until my God, I'm just loving it so much. So it's actually really a good time to get into it if you've never done it before, like I have. There's actually a DLC that just came out, and there's also associated... Yep, Wellhaven, and there's also associated Twitch drops that you can get, and also a global Twitch badge that you can unlock from gifting a sub. So it's a really great time to get into it because of the DLC and because of like the additional Twitch things that are going on right now. But holy crap, it's so much!
It's cool. It's such a good game.
And my follower meet.
So
this accidental cannibalism occurred.
And some of your followers, I believe, were coprophiliacs.
Yes, that's very
meaning
true.
Meaning that they have to eat shit.
Yes, I fed the same moderator poop twice because he asked to eat the poop. And then I was like, well, of course, I'm going to give you what you want. And then, oh my goodness, one of my followers got possessed by like a demon and tried to murder me. But I liked her so much, I let her because I was like, I can't, just kill me. It's okay. So just murder me. It's fine. So yeah, I think we have the poop situation under control, and the farming situation under control, and the culty situation under control. We've been dancing around a little bit naked, like it's been fun. I married one of my people. I told my husband about it. He was like, "Well, I guess that's okay." He's like, "Well, I like that guy. It's okay." I'm like, "Yeah, I kissed him too." He's like, "Okay."
All right, now
We should start talking about levels. Yeah.
Like, well, he's polyamorous. He's like, well, I get it. Okay.
Yeah. That game's really fun.
Yeah.
I've like I haven't played it in a long time, but like seeing that Woolhaven came out, I was like, I did get it and like was planning on playing that too. Because
do you think you're gonna stream it or?
I don't know. Like it's one of those games where I like playing that off stream with like just head blank, just going.
For you,
yeah. And so it's been.
I have to tell you, the Twitch extension integration makes it.
It looks so cool. Like it actually looks like it added another level to it.
It adds a whole nother level because I have a cult of, I think I've got 26 cultists right now, and they're all people from my community. Yeah. And I have like 10 of them that are dead. So that's 35 people that I actually know that are in my cult. And well, some of them are dead, but like, so that it just adds another dimension of fun. It's great.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's such really a good game. I got this little U2s a while back when they were offering it. I believe it has a little rattle in there for the for the bell. It's pretty cool. Because I just love that game so much. Epic Dan, what have you been playing, dude?
I've been playing much this week besides just Destiny.
Yeah.
My charity block was Tuesday as well, but that night, and we smashed our goals.
Hell yeah!
Really
amazing.
Cool.
So what is your suffering from?
I didn't have a lot of sufferings this time.
Oh, you didn't?
No. I did a charity about 4 months ago. Really a bit further back now, and I had a whole bunch of like every $50 was like, let me crack a egg on me.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
And
that's really good for your hair, though. I hear
it was. I still have PTSD from that. I went through like a whole 12 count and a half.
Yeah,
that's also expensive.
And it was for such a great cause, but man, I had my community member saying, "We're doing eggs again." I said, "You know what?
Easing up on
we're just doing a very chill. The emblems are enough.
Game to give, yeah.
You can just go for all your emblems.
Yeah,
I'll save my. I think I have another one in like June, so I'll go back to that kind of stuff then. Just give me some time to not be drowned in eggs.
Right.
I've been doing too many shoeies that my community won't pay for shoeies anymore.
Yeah, see?
Like I've overdone it. I was doing shoeies like with beer, but you can't do alcohol for Game to Give. So I did shoeies. I offered to do like soda shoeies, but I did like shoeies with soda and milk for my other one.
Oh.
And
not
then
together, soda and milk.
Yeah, so basically Mountain Dew and milk, which actually congeals because the citrus in the Mountain Dew like causes the milk to curdle. So I did some testing first to figure out what the maximum amount of curdling was that could occur, and then actually I forgot. I was actually front page. I got Twitch Punch front page for this fundraiser. This is before the Game to Give.
Yeah.
So it was like 3,000 people, and I'm like basically spooning the curdled Mountain Dew out of the bottom of the shoe and then eating it for a donation. It was just disgusting. It was
Sister, no.
disgusting.
No.
It's really gross.
Not a.
But we raised 5,000 for that one, so I'm really happy with that.
Cause, that's a good reason too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know that I would do that again.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
That's got me gagging, dude.
Somebody in my community suggested the next time we do like make kombucha out of the shoe. Shoebucha or
You'd have to call that shoe mother from now on.
Busha.
I don't know.
Ugh,
They're terrible ideas, all of them.
that's a bad idea. That's a really bad idea. I would not do that. No, thank you. Speaking of bad ideas, so I've played a lot of Destiny 2 the past couple weeks. And my community, we actually hit our goal of $5,000 today.
Fantastic.
Before getting to our featured stream on Tuesday, which is going to be a spelling bee. But I still need people for it. So if you're available on Tuesday, let me know.
I can spell.
What time?
It is 3 p.m. 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern.
I can spell, Dan.
You can spell? All right, cool. I'll get you the sheet. I'll get you the sheet.
I know a lot of words, but not how to spell them.
Yeah. It's a blindfolded spelling bee too, because I want to be able to show the words on stream. And we're doing it that way. But yeah, we hit that before, so I had to add an extended goal. Of the milestones that we have to watch all 10 of the Fast and the Furious movies.
Okay.
Or like the ones that are
that.
currently available. Yeah, that one's easy. We got to do that from like in a watchathon kind of thing, like one night
In one sitting?
No. One night for 10 nights a week, or 10 nights in a row we have to watch at least one. And so I got to schedule that out in the near future. And then I'm eating a candy corn hot dog. That will be a hot dog
dog with candy corn.
That is a hot dog that will be encased in candy corn. Yes.
Yeah. How does one do that? How does one encase a hot dog in a candy corn?
I have looked into it, and you put the candy corn in at 325 in the oven until it melts, and then you roll it on like a layer onto the hot dog.
Oh, like a sushi.
Yes, like a sushi.
I have to tell you, Dan, that one of the worst charity incentives that I've ever done is the candy corn grilled cheese.
Yeah.
And it sounded fine. And just the combination of the sugar plus the savory is absolutely important. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
No.
So I feel for you. That's going to be terrible.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
I hope you hit it.
It's going to be bad. I too also have to delete my vault because we hit the $5,000. And then...
To be fair, it's kind of freeing to delete your vault. I know you've done it a couple times. This is my second time doing it, but it's nice to kind of start fresh. I deleted all of my old armor, so I don't know how you feel about it, but
I like it quite a bit. Like I get to keep pieces on my characters.
Yeah, same. So you get like 160 total max. I kept like 140, I think.
Yeah,
I kept because I think it's 81 per, so that's 162, right?
Yeah, my vault currently is sitting at 810 pieces.
I was at 1K
out of 1,000. Yeah. So
yeah,
I'm at 1K now.
Yeah, I went 1K to 142. Yeah.
So yeah. What is nice about it is that you get a lot of materials.
You do get a lot of materials, and also like it gives you a reason to delete stuff you weren't using. Because like what I did is I went through and I was like, well, anything that's a 10 that has less than like 500 kills or like, and then I went down to 100 kills, like all that stuff can go. Cause it may be a god roll, but it's not something I'm using or touching. Yeah. Like, so in that sense, it's not useful to me and I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to goodbye. I don't even look at it. I was like, goodbye. We don't need you. But the armor is also interesting because it's like, I realized so much how I still have not acclimated enough to the new armor system because that was harder for me to figure out what to keep because I'm not as acclimated with that. But also the ranking helps, like keeping tier 5s, looking for certain specific sets. I deleted a ferropotent helmet, and one of my people in chat just flipped out. They're like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm a good set bonus." Yeah, man. Still learning about the armor.
Yeah,
that's true. I know more now, though. Don't keep anything with a health spike. Just delete it all.
No, that's gone.
Nope. No health. Health is useless stat.
You only delete the health if you don't play PvP.
Oh, why? Yes, there you go. Not useful.
As long as you don't play PvP, yeah.
So we're good here.
Yeah, we're good.
But Yeah, I
So what?
like.
Sorry, Dan.
I made the
Yeah.
6,000 milestone. So I got this cat costume for the Seattle Humane charity thing, and I wore
Nice.
that during that campaign. And when I sorry, something's ticking in my ear, and I know exactly what it is. I just need to close it down. Yeah, so I got that for the Seattle Humane thing, and so like if we hit 6,000, then I'm gonna wear that for a week of streams.
Nice.
Just it's all for a good cause. There's a bunch of emblems going out. It's been a good time. I also played Hollow Knight a little bit more last week. Not too much, but still really enjoying that game. Still thinking about it constantly. There was this one puzzle where I had to jump through like a bunch of like there's just like stages with a bunch of needles, and you have to like jump and dash in order to like go through there. So I did that one, and now I'm kind of working through a puzzle where it's just this cavern is dark except for like everything in your immediate vicinity. So you can probably see like 2 feet around the character in physical space. And
you're getting pretty far actually if you're there.
It's pretty sick, man. I'm just trying to figure out all the mechanics of that too. So it's been fun. I've been having a blast with that game. But enough about that. Let's talk about some Destiny. So Dan, you've been playing Destiny. Tiddly and I have probably played the least amount of Destiny this week of everybody on the panel.
That's true.
I know we have Arms Week next week.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Arms Week, and we also have like the incentive on bows and like the Vanguard alerts, like all that portal stuff.
Yeah.
The bows doing like extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's portal. I don't know. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like this portal, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how this week I think we had like Tex Mechanica.
Yeah.
It's like Focus. We've had Suros. They're cool, but it isn't like something that's going to incentivize me to like, I can't wait for reset to go hop into Portal, you know?
Yeah.
It'll just make like certain fights easier because if you can already use a crossbow or like a certain bow for certain bosses, it'll just make it do more damage. It's just a little treat for your bow users. The big thing that I would have preferred it to be added to, which is probably something we'll talk about, is like the solo challenge.
Yes.
But I don't think the solo challenge, I don't think that activity is one of the places that is going to be affected by the bow buff.
Right.
Because it's not in Portal.
Yeah.
And it's not like tied to any of that content or activities. So I have never been excited for like one of the foundries and one of the weapon buffs just because they're not crazy enough, you know, which is, I understand they probably don't want to make it too broken, but like you should definitely incentivize it to make me want to pull out and try certain weapons I probably wouldn't do.
Sure.
Right.
Strong,
or like certain
something
players,
that's broken enough that you're gonna want to pick up the game and try it and play it. Yeah.
Like none of the bows are going to make me take off if it was an exotic bow, like for example, Leviathans. None of the Portal stuff is going to make me take off Praxis Blade.
Right.
And most of the time with Praxis Blade, people are using like a sword for movement or a machine gun. And if crossbows or bows are doing like X amount of damage and this week is only doing like 10 to 15% more, it's not enough. So I wish it did more, but I don't know I've never understood their thought process for this outside of just wanting to get players to try something else. But if that's the case, why not go a little bit more crazy on the numbers?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
Yeah, I believe there's a glaive in Arms Week next week, so I'm probably going to be playing a little bit more of that. Just to,
Of course you are.
Of course.
Of course. We're all shocked about that.
Like, why wouldn't I, guys?
Surprise.
Come on.
Why wouldn't you?
Uh,
The solo challenge, it looks really cool, though. Are you going to do that, Dan, do you think?
I think it's very easy
mhm.
to do. I mean, I say that. I do find it interesting that they chose Warlord's Ruin as the
Mhm.
solo one, and I also found it interesting that they chose you have to use a bow, have to use a sword, and have to use a
glaive.
glaive. I think that was the
Mhm.
combo. Which is why, to go back into my previous point, I thought when I was initially reading the small part in Twitch, I thought maybe this buff to like heavy bows and stuff was going to be tied into the solo challenge.
Mhm.
But obviously, from what I can read, it wasn't. It's an interesting challenge that maybe it was just something for fun, but I don't think it's going to be that challenging. Maybe when Warlord's Ruin first came out a few years ago, but now, like,
Because
you
of the
can
power creep?
destroy the first boss because of power creep. You can destroy the first boss.
Yeah.
You can really destroy the second boss and the third boss. Most of the issues you would have had, players have so many tools.
So many
Mhm.
tools. And I feel like part of it also is because we're in a meta that's very abilities and super
Very.
focused.
Mhm.
So limiting the weapons that you can use doesn't limit your options in
Not
terms of
nearly
abilities
as
and
much as it would.
supers. And
Yeah.
if that's the big difference maker, then it doesn't matter what you bring in as long as you bring in like ability spam or super spam.
Yeah.
It's going to be really good. Plus, there's also that warlock, like void.
Yeah, the
chunk
chunking.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
John
chunking
Chunk?
that's
Yeah.
still John Chunk is still in the
Now, I
game. and
don't
so
think that might. I have seen a lot of people say, like, oh, we're just going to chunk. I wouldn't be surprised if the patch Tuesday fixes it.
Yeah.
interesting.
But they either don't mention it or it's like
So
a highlight.
stealth?
This is the first thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
So
This is
I mean, I'm
patch-
sure they're
patch note
aware of
fix.
it, but like,
Yeah.
there's two broken bugs in the game right now. Obviously, it's the chunking from the void nade,
Right.
and then there's the hunter one where you can keep your Mobius quiver at all times.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You just walk around with just doing damage. I wouldn't be surprised if those are patched out Tuesday. Obviously, they haven't mentioned it ahead of time.
Mhm.
No.
But then at the same time, I think back in October, I think they made that point that they weren't going to nerf things unless it was a outlier,
Right.
a huge outlier.
And this is both of them are.
And I think it is, but I wonder if they think it is.
Yeah.
Well, I guess maybe my question is widespread utilization, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is this more niche? I can't. I guess I could do I don't know how to do the hunter one, but I can't do the warlock one because I'm locked.
They're
to
both
hunter
really
anyway.
easy. The hunter
Yeah.
one, you have to already have a super, and you practically just have to rally while casting super. Something
Yeah.
like that.
It's not that-
Or like the opposite. I haven't done it myself. I've seen people do it where you have to either cast it as is running out and then rally, or the opposite. But I know you have to the bar has to be there,
Mhm.
and then you have to just rally.
Yeah.
And then the chunking is actually much easier than people think it is. You just have to hold it and then aim it at the ground.
Mhm.
And that where you aim is kind of different based off of what kind of boss it is. But as long as you aim at the ground, a couple of nades and you're like, oh, I get it. And then you're just chunking and doing 20s and 30% of the boss's health.
But Cryo Phoenix says in chat, from what I've been told, Heaven's Vengeance, the final boss of Warlords, is not as susceptible to chunking as other bosses, and that's like flying bosses typically.
Yes, flying bosses are
unchunk
obviously
worthy.
Not going to get it because you can't really hit the floor.
Yeah,
but even if you don't chunk, you have plenty of tools leading. This doesn't have to be solo flawless, which I think is the thing people are.
Oh, true. I didn't even think about that because
this isn't solo flawless. This is just solo.
You could just solo. Yeah.
So you could chunk the entire first 75% of the of the dungeon, and then you can either use a linear. The crossbow is really strong against Heffen and the final boss. So you could just use a normal crossbow with like a witherhoard or something. There's a lot of tools, and they are going to. At first, I was thinking they wanted it to be hard. Maybe they just want a fun challenge to hold people over for a week.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree. I think it is great. The emblem is great. I think it's a fun solo too. I think that's the first dungeon that I soloed, and I loved it. So I'm excited. I don't know if I'm going to do it myself, but I'm definitely going to enjoy watching people do it, even if I don't do it. So I think it's going to be great.
And I know people and we'll get into this in a little bit, but so we have an announcement date for Marathon in March 5th, and people are speculating that the midway point of the season for
the leaked one.
Yes. The midway point for the season would be pushed back because of that. So I would assume that if that were the case, I could see Bungie leaning more into these community style events to keep interaction in Destiny going until the midway point of the season actually comes out.
Yeah.
I could see them leaning into that, but that's all anecdotal speculation, so
it's an interesting thing though. Because if the leaks are true, and if the Paul Tassi tweet that he put out talking about originally Shadow and Order was supposed to come out March 3rd.
Right.
And now it's internally being discussed to get pushed back to however long that is. Some people assume it's probably just end of the month. Which I think we've talked about in the podcast a few times, there's not a lot of things in the pipeline for the next 6 weeks.
Right.
Oh,
now I could have seen this coming, or I could have seen this event coming, but just Iron Banner in February, I think. They don't do the Valentine's Day event anymore, so we don't have that.
Oh yeah, Crimson Days.
It's a tough, a possible tough low time.
Yeah, agreed. And I think that Marathon coming out March 5th compounds that situation, correct? Because there's postulation around what's going to happen with that release date and the next content that's coming out from Destiny, because it's supposed to be around the same time, correct?
Yeah.
Are they delaying it? Are they not delaying it? What's happening with that?
It's interesting because I got absolutely flamed on socials when I made a comment that
Did you? Wow.
I did, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I said because
that never happens on socials.
When this one thing I always do, and I told my community, they were because they saw some people saw it just on their feed, and I was like, dude, I'd be tweeting, and then I just mute the conversation once I see it getting too much momentum. Once it leaves my following, I just mute it. So
you're
talking,
no, we're good. We're shutting this down.
They're talking to a brick wall. So if they've whatever y'all said in the past 7 days, I haven't seen it, and I don't care. I'm on to tweeting about this snowstorm that I was going to get, that I got lucky to get missed. I don't care.
Sure.
But in the first couple hours I tweeted, I was like, I think it was last Sunday, I was like, Bungie originally at one point said that they have faith in their team, that they can produce and focus on both Destiny and Marathon. And pushing back Destiny to make sure that Marathon has the best launch feels not in line with that philosophy.
Yeah.
Because I understand that they want to give Marathon the best launch, as any company wants. You want to have your products staggered throughout the year. But I had to think about it. Back in September, we were going to have Ash and Iron and Marathon 4 days apart. They were the 9th and the 13th. So they were going to have this issue anyway. So before they delayed Marathon, they were still trying to put out we're going to have Ash and Iron and have Marathon within the same week.
Right.
So it's this time it's the opposite, and obviously Marathon's in a totally different state than it was 6 months ago, as far as needing it to do very well and perception, like public perception of the game, was still somewhat positive in comparison to what they kind of probably feel it is now. And it's like, I would have rather them not say anything in regards to like, we can definitely make these both of these games work at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
If like now you're like, okay, well, let's put all hands on deck on Marathon and not like put out Shadow and Order. Now we won't know until they tell us of the delay. It's just interesting that they want this to happen as far as like putting both of these games out, but like it doesn't seem that it's possible yet.
I also feel like, and like, correct me if I'm wrong here, I also feel like maybe they don't satisfy the same audiences in the same way.
That's what I said. I was like, most people that are playing Destiny probably aren't excited for Shadow in order to be delayed,
right?
Because this gives me more time to play Marathon. I just I don't see that being. Yeah, there's some people that are going to
a lot
play
of creators.
Marathon.
A lot of creators are going to play Marathon a lot of like that week, and less so hype up the mid pack.
But it's like, if I had to play Marathon or like Shadow and Order, there's a very big chance, at least as of right now, I would play Marathon up until Shadow and Order dropped.
Right.
And then I would just drop it and get back to Shadow and Order. But it's like, you can't tell me that you want to create two separate audiences for your game when you're trying so hard to rely on your other game, like on your other audience from the same studio to like be the foundation. It's just like, it's such a weird one.
Yeah, and to me, that like if they were to delay the Shadow and Order, that to me wouldn't necessarily. I don't know if that's a Bungie call. You know what I mean?
Oh,
no, I think that's Sony. I think
that's Sony. Yeah.
Because Sony's like, hey, we got to get this out before the fiscal year's over, which is March.
Yes.
Like that's like literally the latest they can release it is March. And so like, and releasing it on the 5th gives them like about 25 days of information that they can then put into the call, right? And like be like, hey, you know what? We just released this in March and it's going well. Or, well, we released it in March and it went the way of Concord. Like it's really like it gives them 25
days. I wonder
days
what their pre-order numbers are. Because we talked about it a little bit earlier, how like a lot of people have gotten their collector's editions already, which means people have already been spending a decent amount of money to grab this stuff early and play the game. So I wonder how that looks for them for a new IP.
Yeah,
not a new IP, but like for
like
Marathon.
Comparatively, you think?
I don't want to say comparatively to Destiny, but like this is Bungie's first game, not Destiny, in 12 years, and I don't know a lot of people who played Marathon. Like I played Marathon as a kid and I didn't know what was going on. I was like 10. The first game I really was invested in was Halo. And I know that there's older generations of gamers who have played Marathon that really love it. But like for a lot of people, Marathon is a brand new game.
Sure, they don't, and also my understanding is that the previous iteration is very, very different.
Those are more single player story based,
so different. Yeah.
So it's just interesting. Like I know from what I know, there are a lot of things from the Marathon trilogy that are that people can say, or not say, people can see in these trailers, like, oh, this is something that happened because of something in the second game, or like there's a lot of like hints and stuff. But this story like that nostalgia. They're telling,
yeah,
like the raid apparently that we've been seeing with like the guy in the red, the Marathon guy, apparently is something to do with like the third game, and like he's back. So like, I guess there are some lore implications and continuing of the story, but like most people
don't know.
that are they know Bungie because of Halo and Destiny.
Mhm.
So like they know they made a game back in the 90s, but they didn't play them. So I'm just curious, like how this is going to work. They might knock it out the park.
Yeah,
I hope so. I hope so. I do hope it. Yeah, go ahead, Dan. Sorry.
it looks neat. Like that's all I was gonna say.
I think it looks fantastic.
Yeah, same. I'm excited to try it. I liked the marathon alpha. I thought it was really fun. So I'm excited to try the real game. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah.
But I'm also an enjoyer. I'm a terrible critic, so I'm the I like most things I try, so I'm not the right person to ask on this. But I think even as somebody who wants to play marathon, I would be disappointed if they delayed the next content coming out for Destiny.
I'm trying to I'm trying to hold off on that because I'm like, okay, well, if they delay it a week or two, I can deal with that.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how long. Yeah.
If this delay goes like a month or two,
yeah,
then I'm like, okay, all right now. Like,
I feel like it's a tough situation because the game is in a tough place. It kind of like came into a tough place. I think, to be clear, I feel like Destiny 2 is in a great spot right now.
Right.
But it took months to get to this place. So if they don't keep on releasing content, I think they're going to lose that momentum, and they need to keep the momentum going.
Right.
So I think you're right, Dan. I think it's a matter of if they do delay, how long of a delay is that going to really stopper the momentum?
because now, from what I know, for what I was reading the other day, for like the roadmap that we do have, obviously every week until they give us the full roadmap, people are like up in arms, like, where is this roadmap? I want to know what the next year is going to look like.
Right.
Will we survive? We will, obviously, but will we like truly survive this momentum to the next expansion? Which is, as of right now, not until June, early July.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's going to be an interesting time.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. Like I just checked in game. It still says 36 days from now, so that would land on March 3rd being the release for Shadow and Order. So I don't know. Like we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But the there was something weird going on with Marathon, right? When people were pre-ordering it, was it showing up?
No.
Like,
when it was when you pre-ordered Marathon, it would then instantly install Destiny 2.
Oh, wow.
So if someone didn't have it installed or didn't have Destiny and they bought Marathon, the game would auto start installing Destiny.
Yeah.
That's so funny, actually.
It's goofy. It's goofy.
It's one of those, like, when you purchase something on Amazon, it's like, you might also like this, by the way.
By the way,
sending it to you now.
should play our other game. Enjoy it. It's downloading on your computer.
I don't think it got as much traction.
Yeah.
Only because Destiny's free to play. Like, imagine, this would never happen, hopefully.
Yeah.
But imagine, like, Destiny was still, like, $40 to buy, to, like, own. And someone bought Marathon, and then that happened and
got charged for $40 more.
Yeah. That would have been an absolute mess.
I think that's illegal.
Yes. I believe you're right, Tiddly. I think that is illegal.
I think that's also illegal.
Yeah. I know that there was another controversy because Marathon I believe is going to be using BattlEye. That came out on socials this week.
Okay.
And so
is that like a controversy? Do people like not love BattlEye or something?
I think when it comes to PvP, like we have BattlEye in Destiny 2 right now. It is an anti-cheat, but
they just saying the experience from Destiny is like, okay, I got you.
So like,
but doesn't other games also use BattlEye?
They do, but I don't know which ones. Let me look here. Excuse the clickety claps.
I thought they used BattlEye back on the BattleNet days because it was like really like the standard for BattleNet or something like that. I could be wrong.
Yeah, let's see here. BattleEye is used for Arma, for the Arma brand of games. DayZ, the H1Z1 Arc Survival. Conan Exiles. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's used for that. It's used for Fortnite Battle Royale. Like there's a whole list here.
I mean, PUBG and Fortnite uses it.
Yeah. But
so I don't know what version they're using in comparison to that. It's like,
and what like something to, like I don't know how Escape from Tarkov also uses BattleEye. I don't know like what those games see when it comes to cheating either.
Yeah,
you know.
So what's
that's then my question. It's like, what's
go ahead.
People love? Well, I don't want to say people love those games, but like, what's setting then Destiny apart from like Fortnite and PUBG? I remember playing PUBG when they were the hackers, but like every time I play the hackers or cheaters, they would not be plenty, or like you could tell they were like super blatant, but they were also a few and far between. But like it, I don't know. It's like I was expecting it to not be a service that is like popular from like, you know, a lot of the, I don't want to say hardcore PvP, but like it's Fortnite.
Right.
If Fortnite, I don't want to say Fortnite's a standard. But like if Fortnite thinks it's good enough, like why wouldn't Destiny use BattleEye? Like the only other thing I can think of is Counter-Strike or Valorant. I don't know what they use for their one.
Yeah.
What's the issue with BattleEye? Like, what are people mad about? I know it's the reason that my game crashes right every 6 hours.
Mine doesn't crash anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a different graphics card then, right?
No,
I've been crashed.
So this is totally off subject, but I praise Renegades for one thing and one thing only:
the lack of crashing.
I have not had the crash anymore, and I've been having crashes since Lightfall day one, out the blue. And I was on a 3080 when it started, and I went to a 4070 Ti, and it was still the issue. I changed CPU, I changed entire PCs, and the only thing I kept over was a motherboard. I've changed RAM, I've changed everything except for a motherboard and a case. And when I booted up Renegades and I was playing super heavy, one day someone was like, "Hey, have you crashed yet today?" And I was like, "Huh, you know what? I haven't." And then I pulled up like the little Steam overlay, and I had been live for like 17 hours. And I was like, I've been playing this game for 17 hours, and I haven't crashed. And I have not crashed a single time in Destiny. That's not true. I've had a couple crashes with Fire and Ice, where like there was a part of the Fire and Ice mission when you get that cutscene that it would auto crash the entire fire team. And that's the only crashes I've had. There was one crash I had in the dungeon, but that was just a random one-off. But other than that, I have unlocked my frames. I have turned everything to max. I've done all the stuff that like
and it's not crashing.
That normally would insta crash me. I can play the game on max again at full frames and get 12 to 16 hours, no problem.
Incredible.
Awesome. I love it.
I am so happy.
Yeah, maybe it's one of those things where we should probably have somebody from PvP come in and talk to us about
idea.
BattleEye.
Talk about the BattleEye. That sounds like a great idea.
Because
I would want to talk to someone that plays Destiny, but I had also spent a decent time playing some of these other games that also either has BattleEye or doesn't have BattleEye. I would be interested to talk to someone who has spent a lot of time playing Tarkov and Destiny, or Fortnite and Destiny.
Yeah.
Or some of the high-end PvP games that people love, like Valorant or Counter-Strike, and just pick their brain, because a lot of times you can watch a Destiny player and they can tell someone's cheating, or they play other games. You just, there's tells.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, this is totally not legit. So I'm curious because I saw the same thing where like people that were excited for Marathon saw Battle Eye. They was like, "Oh, here we go again," and I was like,
Yeah.
"It could just be Destiny that has this issue, maybe." But like,
Yeah.
I don't think I saw Battle Eye as a pinnacle, but I always saw it as being as one of the higher quality services
Anti-cheats,
for
yeah.
anti-cheat. But maybe that's not the case. I know Eddie and chat was saying that Fortnite uses easy anti-cheat. So I guess they changed off of Battle Eye.
Interesting.
But it reminds me of the other issue that people used to I don't want to say used to, but I know a lot of times people would always complain when single player games would have de novo or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That DRM one.
Yes.
And I think that was like something to do with like you had to always be online to play it or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. DRM is a shackle. But yeah, the DRM is like more for anti-piracy, as Fool is saying.
Yeah.
There's a book by Cory Doctorow that's very good called Information Doesn't Want to Be Free, that goes really into depth about DRM. Highly recommended to read for everybody interested in the subject. And it's fairly short. So I just saw all that. I saw all that stuff about Battle Eye. I was like, well, I mean, I know Destiny uses it. I know the post that I saw talking about it was like, man, there's people still flying in Destiny 2, like in PvP matches. So like, how is this gonna go over
last
here?
week and it was a mess.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
There was a guy who we spawned in and I instantly died. And he was just sniping or doing SMGs from a distance. And I matched him like 3 times last weekend. So like they are still there.
Yeah.
In full force. Probably on their 17th account or something.
Right, yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know enough about the anti-cheat systems. But if they feel is good enough for Marathon and it also being PvP, and maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. Madeline is like, it begs the question, how often does Battle Eye get updated for Destiny 2? Yeah, without knowing, it's
a good
really
point.
tough to tell. Fool is saying, but with Battle Eye, I think it's mostly because Battle Eye has been around for so long that it has had time to have controversies and known workarounds for cheaters, but still gets updated. So it's like any lock in a real life. If it's only a deterrent, if there's a will to get in, somebody will. Yeah.
Yeah.
But moving on from that, so yeah, we did get a release date of March 5th, 2026 for Marathon. Are you guys like excited to hop in? Are you guys going to be playing that on day one?
Yeah.
I'm excited for the open beta we're getting the weekend before.
Okay.
That's what I'm actually more excited for than the actual game. Because I think Tiddly is the same way. I haven't played since that April ones last year.
Not since the alpha. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of like the updates. They've been putting out a lot of the user gameplay for like their trailers, and it obviously looks significantly different. I've watched, unfortunately, some of the Billy gameplay from a couple months ago. I've seen some of that stuff that shouldn't have gotten out. So I've seen a different version of the game that I played, a more complete version. So I'm really excited for the open beta to get my own personal hands on it to see. That's kind of the make or break for me. Like to see like, okay, let me actually see what is different than when I played a year ago.
Yeah, compare it. Same. Yeah. I'm really curious. I'm really curious how it's going to feel comparatively. My main critique from the alpha was stamina, which they call it, is it heat? They call it heat. Because at base it felt kind of constraining, which I get you're supposed to advance all your stuff and it's going to feel way better eventually, but it felt like too constraining. And then when they unlocked all the abilities, it felt so much better. So like, I don't know. I mean, I've been playing Arc Raiders, which is also so good. And there's stamina component to that too. So
Right.
it's something that you can't discount. It's certainly part of every extraction shooter, it seems. But I feel like in order to capture people at base, it has to feel pretty good. Otherwise, people aren't going to put the grind time in anyway. And they're certainly not going to capture people who are just coming to hang out with friends or
Right.
just like picking it up for the first time, particularly considering like, yeah. I guess we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see how
Having
that
played
goes.
a bunch of Arc Raiders, I think Tiddly makes a good point, because now that a lot of us that did play Arc Raiders, we either fortunately or unfortunately have a better understanding of an extraction shooter that we might not have had
Correct.
a while ago.
Yeah. Right, because I think people. One of my friends who loves Tarkov's, his main critique of Arc Raiders is it's like baby Tarkov. It's like too easy, right? But in that sense, I think you're right, Dan. I think that Arc Raiders has made the extraction shooter genre more accessible, which means a lot more people have put their hands on it and tried it and probably like it. So it's good because I think that it's expanded the sort of general interest of the public about extraction shooters, but it's also bad because now people are going to pick up Marathon and compare it, and so it has to hold up.
Yeah,
it has to hold up. And having played like Marathon Alpha and Arc Raiders, which obviously Arc Raiders is a fully fledged game, so it's different, right? You can't fully compare. I think that both have value, and I also. I don't know that anyone expected the things that were fun in Arc Raiders to be fun before it came out.
Yeah.
Like the going in and the communication pieces of it that are so hilarious that make these amazing like streaming like vignettes or scenarios, right? Like the going in and not just being pacifist or being like don't shoot. Like like that's something, if you told me that was going to be a thing, I would never have expected that. And like teaming up with people and like all that stuff like that kind of happens, like those fun moments that happen in Arc Raiders. Like, I mean, there could be stuff like that that's unexpected about Marathon too that we don't know about yet. It comes out and then there's these fun ways that people play it. Like because anytime you're making a game, you're creating something that's I mean, and granted they play test it, right? But you're creating kind of this arena, and you don't know how it's going to work fully until it's populated, because it's a co-created interactive experience. And once you put a full community in, then they're going to get a better picture of how the game is running and what are people really enjoying and like leaning into it. It's like the whole thing with Fortnite coming out as PvE, and then the Battle Royale is just kind of this afterthought that turned into one of the most popular games of all time, right? Like that's partly why I am holding my judgment on Marathon, because we're not going to really truly know the value or how people are going to like to play it until it actually comes out, like that, until we actually get that sort of like game populated with that interactive co-created experience that it is playing video games. So
well, and that's I think that's due to like what Arc Raiders hit on, and what a lot of like friend slap games hit on lately is like an emergent storytelling of like, oh, like me and my friends were all in this thing, and we're like, and then we like ran down a hallway and somebody was like, I'm gonna crap in your mouth or something like that. Like,
they definitely would say it like that, Dan.
Yeah. They would definitely say it like that, as PG as that is. But they like, so somebody like that kind of emergent storytelling pops up. I'm sure that also would pop up with Marathon. I just don't know like to what extent.
It'll definitely be different because
I think it'll be different.
It'll be first person.
Yep.
Like that instantly changes the way you interact with someone, because you can't. One thing in third person Arc Raiders is that you can do a lot of times is you can kind of track people a lot easier because of the third person view. You have a much wider landscape to see,
right?
Whereas it's going to be different because first person, you are obviously in first person, but you have a much smaller box to see, which is going to be really nice for people that really like PvP. but like I don't see a lot of what makes Arc Raiders good translating over to Marathon just because of it being first person versus third person.
Right.
Right.
Like,
It
you
is a
can't
big
see your
differentiating
characters
factor,
well.
though.
Yeah.
The first person versus third person, because some people don't like playing in third person. So
That was
Arc
I
Raiders-
was surprised how many people I tried to like interact with. I was like, yo, you want to hop on Arc Raiders? I was like, well, it's third person. Like, I just
yes, because some people just
Yeah.
that's a turn off, and they're not really interested
And
in
I
it.
was
Because
like-
yeah,
I guess I understand it, but like I would have missed out on a lot of really great experiences in just gaming in general.
Yeah.
If it
If it
just
just-
being third person pushed me off. Like, I would have never
Mhm.
played Mass Effect, for example.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
This is my one Mass Effect for the episode. So no more.
are we taking a count per episode?
Yeah, that's my one. I can't say the word again.
I didn't want to
Sorry.
talk. Like I was playing Mass Effect. I'm playing Mass Effect Andromeda now. Like
I get
in my
one of
downtime,
those.
and he was like, "I don't want to talk too much about it because the last time we went like 15 minutes, and then we got guests here."
That's amazing.
But it's like
Oh.
I was reaching out if I like, yo, we should play together. This could be really cool. And they're like, well, it's third person. I don't want it. And I was like,
Yeah, I mean,
I
I wonder
guess
if
I
it's because
get it.
a lot of first person shooters traditionally have been
Yeah.
like it's got it in the name, first person shooter, right? Like
Yeah.
a lot of like PvP games have been first person. A lot of traditional ones have been first person. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It does bring into the question like the cosmetic piece though, because like third person shooters tend to be better at selling cosmetics because you can actually see them on your character.
Yeah.
Versus not. But I don't know. I don't know. I honestly didn't think about third person versus first person. I just had a good time when I played it. So
Yeah.
um
I've played the Division. I know
Yeah.
what's going on
true.
there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, and
That's
that was
just like
true.
Division. Yeah.
that really feels like the game that was like it was kind of like the granddaddy almost
Granddaddy.
to
That
all
was
of
my
these like
first
extraction.
extraction type of
Yeah.
shooter.
Yeah,
that
Division
for
was
me.
really good.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
First
yeah.
Division, man. Just the aesthetic of everything behind it.
That was
Yeah.
really good. Yeah.
I'm also curious, mentioning Division as well, but like I'm curious, it'll be first person, but there's also, from everything I've been told from people that have spent time playing these last couple of closed NDA alphas, is that there is PvE, but
Mm.
there's a much higher focus on the PvP. Like,
Aspect
some
of
people
Marathon.
some people have said, I put 150 hours in this December, November alpha, beta, whatever you want to call it, and it was sweaty. Now, granted, there's a much smaller pool of players, and it might
Sure.
be totally different when everyone's playing, but like,
Yeah. Kind of a self-selected
there's a
situation
much
too.
higher focus on PvP, and obviously, even the PvE enemies are pretty rough to fight. And I don't know if a lot of the Arc Raiders community would prefer to translate their playtime over to that as well, because it seems that there's, in that community right now, there's a revolting of the PvP. I don't know if anyone has seen it for the past
No.
month. How in solos and in duo, in solos and in groups, mainly solos, but like solos was historically like the chill area you went in, you had a lot of social interactions, but people have gotten to that point in Arc Raiders where it is kill on sight.
Mm.
I'm not talking.
Even
I'm
in
not
even
talking
in
to you.
solos,
Even
really?
in solos.
Even
Because
with the
people have gotten to the point where
pacifist
they've gotten everything.
matchmaking?
Yeah.
Or like
Well, that's the only way you
aggression-based
can get out of that is like, obviously, if you are pacifist, you get into pacifist lobbies. But if you're
Right,
aggro, you
right.
get into aggro lobbies.
Yeah, which actually apparently is working. My husband has a coworker that's been playing it pacifist,
Mhm.
and he really rarely has any issues. In fact, like
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh yeah, this one guy, I died to the bots, and then he basically was like, I'm gonna grab your stuff, and then we're gonna go into the next game, and I'm gonna give it back to you." So it's like even to
Oh.
that extent, like it's
Yep.
not even pacifist. You're just playing with people who just want to vibe and play PvE
Right.
at that
Yeah.
point, right? But
There's
so,
just no middle ground anymore. So it's like,
Yeah.
if you want to be pacifist, you have to be pacifist, because the moment you
All
try
the
to be
time.
somewhat PvP, they're going to instantly toss you
Right,
into the
because you
PvP
can't
zone.
loot the bodies apparently either. Like that's considered not pacifist. So you have to like not kill anyone. Not
So
loot
it's
the bodies.
interesting because where do those players go who want
a little bit of both?
They want a little bit of both. They want to
Yeah.
sometimes just be kind of chill, communicate with other players, get some raids done. And then if you've been doing it for 2 hours, you might want to be a little bit more frisky. You might want to actually get into some fights.
Frisky.
Yeah, they want to shit in somebody's mouth.
But they don't want to get frisky because they don't want to jump over to the side. Oh, okay.
Look at this doo-doo. I'm putting it in your facial orifice.
Ophelia,
Take this poo. It's just like in Cult of the Lamb. You
just like in Cult of the Lamb.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Yep.
Yeah.
Put the poo right back in it.
Bravo. We really elevated the conversation here.
I'm just following your lead, Dan.
I know.
Just following
I
your
hoped you would go there.
I'm so like I'm feeling it. I'm glad you guys are feeling it as well.
Return of Tiddly and the Dan.
Yeah. But yeah, so another thing that came out of this, the voice cast.
Oh yeah,
looks
for sure.
amazing.
That's
for
stacked
Marathon.
with
Well,
voice cast.
did you also feel like the voice cast piece was kind of a pointed critique on the games that have been coming out that are using AI for voices?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's kind of how it felt to me. Is like,
Yep.
look, we're doing this the right way, which
Yeah.
I love. Right? I think it's a huge plus factor for them to come out with that.
This will be the third game in the last 3 years that I can play a game and hear Jennifer Carpenter and Ben Starr in the same game.
Yeah.
It's like first it was Baldur's Gate, then it was Clear Obscure, now it's Marathon.
And then Samantha
those
Barrett
games-
from Baldur's Gate, who was Karlach,
Yes.
is going to be in this one too.
Oh, amazing!
Just keep them all
Amazing.
together. Yep.
Yeah, keeping together.
Yeah, man.
Stuff.
We got and Ben Starr just seems like somebody who really likes getting paid. Like, like everything that I've seen, he's just having a ball, just being the belle of the ball most of the time, just getting paid, man. It seems like he's like such a solid dude from everything that I've heard.
Not to mention those two actors, this is not going to happen, but those two actors have been in the Game of the Year the last 2 of the 3 years.
Yeah.
Just saying. For my Marathon haters.
I mean, Game of the Year.
Well, more like
the last 2 games, they were like, oh, we're up there accepting Game of the Year.
Predictor. They're like, we got to lock it in. We got to get these voice actors. This is going to happen.
Morla, the voice actor behind Eris Morn, is also like in there as well. It looks like a really stacked cast. I'm Neil Newborn.
That's
Neil
fun.
Newborn from
Asterion.
from Baldur's Gate is going to be in there.
Same.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and the environments and the story, well, the suggestions around the story that I've seen so far, it seems like it's going to be like very sci-fi heavy, like slightly like mystery focused and a little bit creepy. Like that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from everything that I've seen so far, which I'm into. I feel like it could be fun. I think I'm hoping the story is really excellent. And that comes from somebody who doesn't play Destiny 2 for the story.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping also that they've learned a lot of lessons from Destiny 2 in terms of narrative integration and making that more accessible or like obvious. To
That's what I'm
people
really interested in. How are they going to tell this story in this way?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be. Hopefully they do that well. I think if they do that well, that's gonna create a whole new set of like who's going to be the Bife for Marathon,
Right?
Or it's going to be Bife. Is Bife going to be the Bife?
It's gonna be Bife.
It's still Bife.
Yeah. I'm gonna move us over to the Runner Shells article that also dropped. I think that dropped on the 15th, so a couple weeks back. We haven't been really around all that much, but other than to cover this here. So they say, I'm scrolling down a little bit. As a runner, you've sacrificed your physical form and transferred your consciousness into a biosynthetic shell designed to help you survive Tau Ceti, or at least make it so dying isn't a permanent affliction. Each runner's shell play style can be customized using cores, implants, weapons, and mods to bring you on your runs. They said that we'll talk about the ways that you can customize your shells visually in the future. Like they're obviously going to sell like microtransactions
cosmetics
for that kind
around
of
it.
thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can my silver carry over?
You know what? That would be sick if that did. They said, including more details on earnable cosmetics you'll unlock through the codex and other ways. There are multiple ways that you can play each runner shell, and the gear that you equip allows you to push each archetype in different directions. For example, with Vandal, you can lean into the mobility build with powerful map traversal and repositioning, equip cores that turn your double jump into a triple jump, and implants that increase your base movement speed, jump height, and improve your heat capacity. Or you could go more chaotic and disruptive playstyle. For example, there's a combination of Vandal that lets you turn your arm cannon into a self-propel, which you can then fire downwards to propel yourself upward into the air. Use the airtime to position where to land and deal AoE damage wherever you fall without taking any fall damage. You combine your cores, implants, and rudder shells with the weapons and mods at your disposal to craft your unique playstyle and theory craft new ways to survive and reach greater heights. It says cores are more designed for one specific rudder shell, while implants are for uses in multiple different shells and usually help with like a fixed perk. This all seems like fairly Destiny coded to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's nothing in this that seems too foreign.
No, it's basically the hero shooter format.
Yeah.
With like a few mods, which some people like, some people don't. I don't really have an issue with it personally, but like I know some people wanted to have just one runner shell and let you kind of pick your own look.
Yeah.
I never thought that was going to happen. Just Bungie doesn't really. They want you to have very distinct looks, and you can be able to see that person and know what it is capable of, just like how we have exotics. So it's
right.
Nothing really stood out in the sense of like new, because I kind of knew this was going to be it. The only difference is I don't think last year they called them runner shells. They just gave them like a name, like Void and stuff. So
yeah, you're right. I think the shell piece is new. No. Yeah. That they're
I wonder if they did that for the sense of like allowing you to like then customize the look of the character. 'Cause I know a lot of people were upset, or at least complained last year that like Void and the other characters were like it was going to just be that one character.
Yeah.
And not like a bunch of different looks. So maybe this is their way of compromising. Like you just have a shell, that person is that thing, but it can look different based off of what
mods
outfit you pick.
Yeah. Sure.
And then
that makes sense. I mean, I kind of see it's kind of similar to the argument around like changing the look of exotics in PvP and Destiny 2 and how people are like, well, I need to know what that exotic looks like because it informs me about how that person's going to play in PvP.
How to play against it.
Correct. So same thing in Marathon, that you want to know what shell you're going up against because that informs the play style of the of what's going to happen in that encounter.
Yeah. I just think of it like Rivals, because doesn't Rivals do basically the same thing? You know, when you're fighting Sea Storm,
and it is kind of confusing sometimes. Like there's some of the skins are kind of confusing. There's like a Doctor Strange one that looks like a different character, and it always confuses me. It really does make a difference in PvP. Like if you have something that and you're like, who is that again?
Yeah. That's what I initially thought of when I read it. I was like, oh, this is just going to be like what they do in Rivals. You just kind of can tell.
With Rivals, you have so many other characters to contend with, though, right? Like you have...
It's a lot.
Rivals is work because you have a much bigger cast, and all the cast has like, 4 or 5 different looks?
Yeah, and it looks...
right, and I mean, like, all of the healers are, like, skinny blonde women. So, like, already there, you're trying to figure out who's doing what and what they're doing. So, like, it's... I don't know. I don't know that Rivals cares so much about being able to differentiate the characters. No. At this point, they're just like, let's make as much money as we can for making them sexy.
Yeah.
Is really the goal.
Yeah.
You just kind of, I think from Rivals, you just kind of go in and you're like, okay, well, I know there's like a Luna on the other team because I see them playing Luna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
Of the shells that they talk about here, there's one that's catching my eye, and it's a scavenger shell in Rook. The Rook frame is designed for scavenger mode, a unique way to play Marathon. As Rook, you'll drop into a match that's already in progress as a solo player. You won't be able to bring a loadout, but you also aren't risking anything, which makes Rook an excellent option for scavengers. That just seems like, hey, go in, pick up stuff, and then dip out.
And then extract. Get out. Yeah.
It's your free loadout for, if someone doesn't know, it's basically Arc Raiders' version of free loadout.
Free to load out.
Where if you don't want to lose any of your high tier stuff, you can go in with a free loadout, at least get some good mods or loot for a few minutes and leave.
Zip out.
What is interesting is that, as far as I could read when I was watching all the stuff about Rook, he can only be done in a solo activity, so you can't go into like a team with like 3 Rooks, which is different than Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders, you could go in with 3 free loadouts, which is one of the issues that people have now, because in Arc Raiders, if you are in a trio and a team wipes you, a lot of people are like, well, I get nothing. I had a free loadout, so enjoy not looting my body because I have a hairpin. That's it.
Nerd. And then yeah.
But at least in Rook, he seems to have a much more defined role where I am going to go in in an already ongoing game to at least earn some stuff and get out, which is actually pretty nice, because if it's as stressful of a PvP situation or just even PvE, and you just been getting wiped and losing gear for an hour and just want to have some sort of extraction satisfaction, you can pick them and then go
extraction
out and
satisfaction.
I do find it interesting that they even give you the ability to not get hit by PvE enemies, which can be one issue that I would have sometimes have in Arc Raiders, because in Arc Raiders with a free loadout, you have you have the bases. You have a shield, you have a weapon, and a basic backpack. And the PvE enemies are going to absolutely hound you. And with having level 1 gear, you can't really contend with them, especially if you get overwhelmed. So Marathon seems to have made an interesting choice that if you go in with Rook, if you see a bunch of PvE enemies, you can just press a button and then you don't get hit by them. You become immune or invisible. Which is really interesting. I wonder how that's going to work out, because it does at least give you an extra layer of protection. Because maybe you go in with Rook, you finally get some decent gear, because you don't want to have that happen, which has happened to me plenty of times on Arc Raiders. You get some decent gear, and you can't extract because the Arcs are just,
aggressive.
Their own one. They are so aggressive. Yeah.
They're all coming on over together. And the PvE enemies in the alpha were challenging.
They were rough.
They were tough. And remember those special events that happened too? Like with the bubbles? I don't even think we finished one of those. Those were really hard. So I mean, having the ability to kind of bypass that issue, particularly if you're getting engaged in a PvP scenario and you can have the PvE focus the other team. It's so advantageous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Okay. Do we have any other comments about Marathon before we get into audience questions?
No, I'm good.
Not until they give us more information. I think it's just we're just waiting now.
Well, if we know anything about the Bungie hype machine, it will be coming very soon, I'm sure. Hopping into audience questions, It's Fool asks, we've had John Chunk, handheld supernova, widely known for quite a while now. What are your most favorite non-ethical stinky cheese mechanics to use in raids and dungeons? As a follow-up, would you like to see
crafting?
Yeah, as a follow-up, would you like to see Bungie focus wildcard those bugs to fix them?
I mean, personally, I haven't done John Chunk, but we've been running 4 feet dungeons. I ran a ton of 4 feet dungeons last week with teammates that were using it. So that is literally the big cheese that we're using right now. I don't know about all time. As you mean of all time cheese in raids and dungeons? I don't know. Good question.
I always say crafting because I just can't think of. I mean, obviously it was a long time ago now, but like
Yeah, crafting.
even John Chunk, I just don't think John Chunk is as insane as crafting. Like,
you know what another good one is? The 12 person GM.
the 12, the 12 person raids and GMs.
Those are probably the best.
And I loved that because it was this crazy social thing. I
Yeah.
think both the crafting was also fantastic too, because it was this this moment of intense excitement and just fun and joy that people had just breaking the game.
Yeah.
Both were great.
Oh, and just,
those are the two I would say. Yeah, Tiddly's right. Those two are the ones that nothing comes close.
Yeah,
things going absolutely sideways because you had too many people in the activity.
The game doesn't know what to do with 12 people.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but that's why it was so fun, you know?
Yeah.
Nothing was more fun than doing. We did a Petros with 12 people.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, no, it was the easiest thing
yeah.
ever. But the hardest part was getting 12 people to Morgif.
I was gonna say the jumping puzzle would be
getting
impossible.
12 people to Morgif was like it took so long.
How do you not have people bump into each other accidentally?
I created a line. I was like, no, okay, first person, get all the way across.
Yeah.
All right, you're number 3.
Next person.
It's time to go. Take your time. Go slowly. Don't run into your people in front of you or behind you.
Tommy, what did we say?
Yep.
We don't.
I was like,
we don't
get your
eat
buddy
things off the
system.
ground.
Buddy system. Where's your buddy?
Follow your buddy.
Follow your buddy.
Tommy,
Oh,
I
that
told
would
you to
be-
stop hitting. I swear to God. If I have to tell you one more time.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then when we got to Vault, we had like 8 people just sitting there
Grouped up,
while 3
yeah.
people did the mechanic.
The mechanic, yeah, for sure. I love that because it just makes for like those kinds of crazy scenarios. And the fact that it's going to go away, it's going to get patched. It's obviously way outside of the bounds of normalcy or what Bungie would allow. But it's just like while it's happening, it's like limited and you're like,
Take advantage of it.
This is so fun. This is so fun. Amazing.
Yeah. I also think Scourge of the Past. Like, because we used that cheese in Scourge of the Past where like only 2 people really needed to be like empowered the entire time in order to take in order to hold the gaze, basically, is the thing.
And Scourge?
Yeah. So there was like a certain rock that you would walk up to and it would like put you out of bounds, but it would like.
Oh, you're talking about the join allies glitch.
Yeah. Like,
I did that raid like 5 times. Check my raid report. I hate that raid so much.
I ran that so
Did you do
much.
Anarchy Helps? Anarchy Helps?
We helped 102 people get Anarchy during arrivals. Like
when it was farmable.
Yeah. And so
I remember. Yeah.
We did that, and so it was. I remember it was me, and most of the time it was Mills or Ghost Possum, and we just knew where to stand in order to get the joining allies thing, and yeah.
I mean, you could say that's we still use that for Riven too, for the joining allies. We still use that for Riven.
Yeah,
I've stopped cheesing Riven. Like,
well, I mean, particularly for like low mans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's something that people still use.
Yeah, people still use the joining allies cheese for that for sure. I mean, there's definitely still cheeses in the game that are kind of like
we don't have a lot of joining allies anymore. Now that I think about it, we don't have that kind of systems anymore.
No,
we haven't had one in a while.
Yeah, I can't think of the last joining allies one that people have been using widely, but
Last Wish and Scourge back to back had one.
I don't know.
Finally fixed it.
I love like oobing. I think my favorite oob is Vow. Because you can, and not that it's a cheese, but it's just fun. It's just really fun to go out of bounds. I like waiting out of bounds before you get to third encounter because you can kind of just hang out there and people are like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Hi,
I'm the ghost that lives in your walls."
Hello, Pools.
Yeah.
Pools. It's so fun.
The DSC one's also pretty fun. When you go out of bounds on on Deep Stone Crypt.
Yeah.
And you just see space, but see nothing really.
Oh my god, they patched that when I talk about when the ship crashes. You can't do that anymore.
No,
right?
no. The
Or are you talking
opening
about
one where you get to the
looking-
first encounter.
Right. You can somebody used to be able to go under the floor and then do like see it from above, remember?
Yeah,
Is
you
that the
could
one
go
you're
out of the
talking about? Because I
floor.
think they
Yeah,
patched that
That
too,
one they
no?
patched, but there's another
Yeah.
one you can do
There's
now.
another
I
one
haven't
you
done
can-
that one.
Okay,
but
yeah, same.
don't
I
know
The
don't
that
original
one.
one
That's
is what you're
definitely-
talking about, where you would take the sparrow, get to the door,
Right.
you would jump out the map.
Yeah.
and just
They
be
use that
down
for
there by
speedrunning
yourself.
still, I think. So
Yeah.
Oh my god, oobs are great. I oob still in Ron.
Yeah.
I like ooping, and because you can get to the traversal before the final boss, like without unlocking it, and then just like leave everybody.
You leave everyone else to do all the work to opening it all up.
Yeah,
hmm Just like a Titan. That's why you're on
Just like a
Hunter for
Titan.
next month.
I'm a hunter right now. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm an ethical hunter main.
Briggs in chat. I found that oob out last week. Yeah, we were running
I know you can
that.
just leave
and
your team in
yeah.
your dust. Isn't it so
Just
fun?
gone.
Just
Goofy.
bye.
Goofy.
Have fun unlocking the door.
The next question is from Cryo Phoenix. What weapon are you most excited to test the volatile bow mods on coming out next week?
Probably the crossbow. Good shout.
Ooh, good shout. I haven't thought about it.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
good shout.
Yep.
I'm just going to be going back to glaives, man. Just glaving for David.
Dan. Oh, Dan. That
What will
needs to
you
be a
do when they
charity
make a
incentive
glaive
to
artifact
not
again?
use glaives for like an entire.
Oh.
What about not use glaives or delete all of the glaives in your inventory, in your entire inventory?
Well,
But you can just craft some of the good ones again. So you got to
Yeah,
give
just-
them a prerequisite.
Okay, well then don't then don't not be able to use glaives for like a year.
Ooh,
Stretch goal.
a year is insane.
Somebody
Yeah.
asked me in chat today, I believe it was Carol Lee, XOXO Carol Lee, formerly of where is Zer
Yeah.
.com. Like she was like, how much is it to get you to keep your vault? And I was like, well, I would think that would have to be like at least double the amount of getting rid of it. If you really want me to keep it, then I guess it's $10,000. And so, but no, I'm not putting that up. I'm going to be using glaives till the day I die, baby. But yeah, Gray Fox 2K30 asks, does the new marathon trailer bring you closer to feeling better on marathon? Does the new marathon trailer bring you closer to feeling better on marathon as a whole, or are you still waiting on it? For me, it's one of those
I
things.
want to answer first. So.
yeah. For me, it's one of those things where like it is an intriguing. I like the style of the game. I had fun in the alpha that I played with people in my chat. I'm not a huge PvP person, so I don't know how much traction is going to be there for me. Like how much road is going to be there for me, and how long I play it, just depending on the interactions that I have in that game. It's a wait and see for me. There were some cool things in there. If anything, the voice casting has me more excited to check it out. It's a wait and see. I don't want to doom and gloom it. I don't think it. I'm hoping that it's not a Concord. And that
I don't think it's Concord. No.
I think it will probably have a little bit more of legs on it than that, but who knows in this day and age. There's already been a long news cycle on it since the alpha last year. So who knows what that brings to the table as far as public perception goes. I'm in a wait and see mode.
I'm more excited about it now than I was a month ago. Like if you would have asked me a month ago, I'd have been like, we'll see. But everything they've put out or shown and released has me way more confident in this game being something worth playing.
Yeah.
Than a month ago. I do think their biggest hill is the whole art scandal that has already been that has already been resolved.
Yeah.
That's going to be their biggest hill to climb over. Because every time they put out something, there's always a chunk of people that are like already killing it because of that situation.
Right.
And even with it already being like, we've resolved this, the creator has already been resolved with, even they are content and happy with their situation.
Well, they got paid.
And the resolution of all this, it's like it's, if they can get over that, if people can get over that and give it a shot, I think more people would be more excited about it.
Yeah.
But I personally am more excited about it than I was a month ago. And I'm not as big on PvP as I once was, but I do have interest in having a PvP game in my cycle of gaming throughout the year. So this could be it.
Yeah.
I'm same excited. I have liked it since the alpha, and I'm also slightly not sus of the Bungie hype machine, but I've been led astray by the Bungie hype machine before. So I don't know. I'm susceptible. I'm very susceptible. I see that they do such a good job with the trailers, with the promo, the music, everything. It's amazing, high quality. Like the PR team is second to none. They do such a phenomenal job. But I also know that sometimes it doesn't live up.
Yeah.
I try not to let it affect my excitement. I let myself get excited, but I also understand that it may not deliver. So I would say same excited. All things given.
Yeah.
This leads us to the last question of the night. Which shells are you going to main?
Which one's the Titan one?
That's Destroyer, I think.
Yeah.
That's Destroyer. Yeah.
I feel like the
one with
Destroyer
big
preview,
shield.
the preview on it was not as exciting as some of the other shells, though. I don't know.
That's Titan.
Yeah, just kind of straightforward. I think, what did I play? I think my husband is interested in the assassin because he plays kind of a void hunter, and that seems like very void hunter coded.
I'm more interested in the 3 that I haven't played, or now the 4.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the Rook sounds fascinating, having talked about it tonight.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I remember, like, I think I played Field Medic during the alpha, like the triage.
Oh, did you? Yeah, the triage.
I don't know if we had Field Medic.
Did we not? Which ones did we have?
We had
Recon, right?
We had a Recon. We
Okay.
had Vandal and Destroyer. I want to say.
I thought we had Field.
I wish I saw a picture, but we had.
Yeah, I need to see the
we
pictures.
Had the girl.
I remember the shell based on how it looked.
I'm pretty sure Destroyer is the Titan one. We had Destroyer and we had Void. And I want to say the girl character that they showed off with all the colored hair.
Yeah.
I want to say that was Recon. Recon?
Was that?
I want to say it was Recon.
Incredible speeds using advanced movement and knockback.
Yes,
cannon.
Echo Pulses, Tracker. Yeah, that was. Can't remember their name, but those were the 3 we had in the initial one. And I know the other ones have been out, people played them, but I haven't played them, so I'm more excited to play the 4 characters I haven't spent time on than the 3
that you did.
I did.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like, honestly, like, when I'm going to go in there, I'm going to start mess around and I'll find my flavor as it goes. It really depends on how they play.
To be honest, I'm more interested in the weapons. If I'm being quite
interesting
honest.
than the shells. Yeah.
Than the shells.
Yeah.
Because from all the stuff I've seen, all the weapons there's more variety in the weapons now, obviously, than what I played. A lot of the trailers have a lot of guns that I haven't personally played with. So I was at all of the trailers, I would see a weapon and be like, oh, that's a cool weapon. I wonder how that one plays. Or obviously there are some weapons that had mods on it that changes the way it operates and the way it looks. And we obviously have some of the weapons. They showed off some of the weapons that I've already played with, like the sniper, the SMG, and the double barrel hand cannon.
Mhm.
So I kind of know what those are like, but I don't know what they balanced, whether they buffed it or nerfed it.
Right.
Because in the alpha I played, I remember the sniper was way too strong. It was basically a one-hit kill no matter what.
Yeah, I don't want
And some of the other weapons were like super strong, and other weapons weren't as beneficial to use. And I'm also curious about like some of the more marathon staple weapons like Mida and stuff. So
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a bigger deal for me than the actual runner kit, because I can use those weapons with all the runner kits, but just differently. So
Right. I thought that was and like the free pack of marathon aesthetic things in Destiny 2 were kind of cool. Like you
they're
get
all
the
really cool. Yeah,
yeah. Have you picked those up yet?
I
have.
grabbed mine.
Okay.
I haven't really used them
The
yet.
shader,
The
if you haven't
shader,
seen,
that highlighter shader is pretty
Man.
sick. Like it shades very well.
Oh,
Mhm.
I haven't tried it.
Yeah,
I wonder
you should
how
check
it'll
it
look
out.
on my
Shader.
stupid hunter that I'm really enjoying.
You should check it out. It's very
it's
good.
really cool. Yeah,
Yes.
the emote's pretty cool. I really wish Mida Multi-Tool was worth it because the ornament they gave it was pretty sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you know, if there's ever a time for me to use Mida, it'll look really nice.
Yeah. I think the last time I used it was to try to get the
Yeah, I don't-
freaking catalyst.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that was a whole adventure. But yeah, those are all the questions fit to print. In that case, let's find out where people can find you on the internet. Tiddly, let's start with you, buddy.
Sure. Twitch.tv/Tiddly. I stream Monday through Friday, 9:00 Central, except when I'm addicted to Cult of the Lamb, apparently. I can't stop playing it. So I'll be live again tomorrow morning. I'm going to be doing some cults, probably some Destiny, and maybe some High Guard this week. That's just
Okay.
coming out.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
I could checking that out probably on Wednesday. So it's going to be a fun week.
Hell
Oh, you
yeah.
can find me on Blue Sky also. I'm Tiddly on Blue Sky.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Epic Dan, where can people find you, buddy?
You can find me on twitch.tv/EpicDan22 on YouTube. And I guess technically still TikTok, but who knows anymore. And also on Twitter and Blue Sky. It's
Yeah.
I was starting to get some motion on TikTok again, and now all this has happened. I'm like, well, do I keep my TikTok account or do I just close it out? I don't know.
Yeah.
But you can find my old content there and also Instagram Reels. And then most of this week is doing the rest of our game to gives, because that ends this week, but you still have time to donate to all of our campaigns.
Correct. Yes.
And checking out the Destiny solo stuff this week.
Yeah.
And High Guard.
I'll be sharing everybody's game to give links like I did last week
Thank
in the
you.
show notes for the episode. So if you
Amazing.
listened on if you're watching this on YouTube or if you listen to this on your podcast platform of choice, they should be in the show notes, especially for you. Good job, everybody. My name's Dan Finity. I do PvE things on the internet. And I'll be playing Destiny 2 this week. Tuesday will be my featured stream from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern on for Game to Give. My community has hit the goal that we initially set out to of $5,000, but I've added a stretch goal of 6K because I know more people are going to be donating during that block, especially to screw people over when it comes to words. So that's something. Outside of that, nothing crazy.
That's pretty crazy alone.
Yeah,
So,
it should be pretty cool. It should be a pretty cool
Amazing.
time. I'm very excited about that. On a personal note, on a professional note, the class that I wrote about how to like information and media literacy during the age of AI is finished and is being taught on Tuesday.
Nice.
I'm not there on Tuesday to teach it, So I hope it goes well. So
out of your hands.
yeah, it's out of my hands. It is RNGesus, take the wheel. And so we will see how it goes. But that is all from us here at Destiny Digest, episode 127 tonight. Thank you all so much for listening. Fuck ice. And I hope you find what you're grinding for.